So yeah, good morning all, and welcome back again to the lecture of 8085, where we were studying some of the microprocessor programs. And today we are going to again do a wonderful program which is of ascending order, right? So let us start with that. Let me share my screen, and we'll begin with that. Okay, yeah, here it is. I guess it's visible to you. Yeah, perfect. Uh, yeah. So let us begin. Let me introduce myself, Dr. Andy Meshram, Head and Associate Professor, Department of Electronics, Sri Mathura Das Mohta College of Science, and I welcome you all for this lecture of 8085 programming. Let us begin with this. Today we are going to study the program of 8085, in which we are supposed to arrange numbers in ascending order, right? So we are expecting to do that in this particular program. So let us begin. So this is the program which we are having. A data bank consists of 50 numbers stored in memory location starting from 6600, and we have to rearrange it, the bank in ascending order. Now, I need to tell you, just we will do for, say, five numbers, and if it works, the program works, then we can go for the more numbers, right? So we'll just try for five numbers only, and then we'll go for 50 numbers. So this is the program that we are expecting to do today, and we have to connect this in ascending order. So we know subroutine and how the subroutine is handled. We know all those things. Just for repetition, a subroutine is a special program uh, written outside the main program, and the in the main program we can call that subroutine. So to just decrease the number of say lines or number of memory locations, we use the subroutine which we may call in the main program many a times, right? So for that we use the subroutine, and in that we use call in the main program. We use a call instruction to call the subroutine, and in the subroutine, in the last instruction, we put return back to the main program. So this is the concept of a subroutine, and we also use push and pop instructions to push the data in from the memory locations, right? So yeah, so this is the subroutine concept that I have already told you. The subroutine consists of a small program which is written outside the main program, and in the main program we can call that subroutine. And at the end of the subroutine, we have a written instruction by which the program returns back to the main program again. So in the subroutine can be called many a times in the main program, right? So this is the uh, concept of subroutine. Now, this is the program that we have to do. A data bank consists of 50 numbers. Yeah, of course, I told you we are going to work for five numbers only, and then we'll put it for 50 numbers. So they are stored in the memory location starting from 6600, and we have to rearrange the bank in ascending order. Now, what is the concept of that ascending order? Let us try for this. So first check the smallest number, then place it in the first number, and replace the largest number by the smallest number by FF. Now here there is a little bit of mistake, means we have to search for a smaller number, then we have to arrange it accordingly, smaller to large, right? So we'll be checking for the smaller number first, and then we have to put that smaller number to the first place, and then what we'll do, we'll replace that smaller number with the largest number, that is FF. So we are going to change this. Now this is the condition of HL pair, where we are going to put the actual memory location where the data is kept, right? So 6600 is where the data is kept. We are having the first byte as the counter. So we are using the memory location 6600. That is the first memory location to store the count, right? So the counter is directly stored over here in the memory location itself. We are not going to use that MVIB or MVIC instruction to load the counters. we will be using that from directly from here, because we need to use this many times in the program as well as in the subject. So we'll keep that ready for that. So in the first memory location, we are putting the this is the counter. So we are going to use it for 5 numbers. That is why I have written here 05. And these are the numbers. So 54, EB, 85, 9B, and 8A are the numbers. These are 5 numbers, and this is what we have to arrange it in the ascending order. Ascending order means from the smallest to the largest. So, and which we are expecting to store in D. So DE contains the memory location where we need to store the bank in ascending order. So DE contains the 6500 is the memory location where we are expecting to store the numbers in ascending order. And it might appear like this. So 54, 85, 90, A8, and EB. It should appear like this. So this is the program of this. Okay, okay, okay. Uh, yeah, will do. Fine. So, yeah, this is how we are going to store. We are going to load this counter in the register 05, right? The memory location 600 consists this counter, that is 05. I have told you earlier also. So this is that. This is the flow chart of that. We need to go through that flow chart to store to check which is the smallest number, and then we have to replace the smallest number by FF, and we have to put that smallest number in the data bank where we need to store that. So this is the flow chart. Now let us start. Let us begin with the main program, because we have to upload it also and we have to execute also. So the pattern is same as we have done it earlier. So this is actually the main program where we are going to write this. So it consists of memory location, label, mnemonics, opcode, and remarks. This is the chart where we use this, and We'll be starting to load this program from the memory location 6200. Right. So the first memory location that we usually use is LXIH6600, where the data is being stored, where the numbers are being stored. And remember again that in the first memory location, we are supposed to store the counter, how many numbers we have to arrange it in the ascending order, right? So we are putting it LXIH, the opcode is 210066, and we are loading the address of the data. Uh, yeah, it will require three. It is a 3 byte instruction, so it will require three memory locations. So the next instruction should come at 6203, and there we are going to load the address where we are expecting to arrange these numbers in ascending order, right? So we are expecting to store it in the memory location starting from 6500. So we are loading it. The opcode is 110065 are the location, memory location to load to save the result. This is the address where we are expecting to store the numbers in ascending order. Let's start with this. So again, this is the counter where we are expecting to we are putting it in register B. So this is the first counter, and this will continue now. So we'll begin it again. So we'll be loading it again 6600, and now we are going to start the main program. So each and every time whenever one number is complete, it will again jump to this 6207 memory location, right? And it will again repeat the same procedure. And this counter register B is going to keep the track of that particular how many times we have completed, how many numbers we have completed. That the track is kept by the register B. Let us begin again. So the second, again we are using this counter. So register C is again used to store the counter. So we are loading the counter again. Then now increment H. Now this is the first number that we want. So INXH 23. This is the first number. We have to load it in accumulator, because the number is to be checked in accumulator itself. So the memory is to be compared by the accumulator, and we are expecting to just check the carry. So this is move the first number to the accumulator. Now for the next number, increment H, decrement C. So one of the number is complete. So we are decremented that. Uh, then again increment H. Now this is the second number. So we'll compare the first number with the second number. in the accumulator. So now the next instruction would be compare M, right? Now what it does, it will compare the present number with the contents of the accumulator, right? So these two are being compared, and we have to check the carry whether it is carry or not. So let us check jump if carry. If the number is uh, greater, then there is a carry, and if the carry is generated, then we have to move forward, right? So this is the concept that we are going to use. If it is carry, then jump. If it is not carry, then store the number, that is the smallest number, in the accumulator, right? So we are putting it the smallest number in the accumulator. I hope you have understood this. We have compared the two numbers, and whichever is the smaller is to be stored in the accumulator. If it is not smaller, then we have to jump ahead and we have search for the next number. So it is jumped over here. So this is ahead. I guess this is ahead. So this jump is here. It will decrement the count again, and again it will go in the loop. So it is in the next page. So this is the loop that we need to continue. So this is the loop of this small program to just check the smallest number, right? So this is again, we have started with this. I guess it was 6214, and the next is 6215, right? So jump if not zero to loop, so it will jump in that, and then repeat the same procedure for all. And now we have found the smallest number and store the smallest number to the memory location which is given by the register pair DE. So stax D is the instruction where we directly store the contents of the accumulator in the memory location whose memory location address is being specified in register pair DE. Right. So this is done over there. Now the first smallest number is being stored in that particular memory location. Now what we have to do? We have to remove that smallest number with the FF, with the largest number that we have, that is FF. Why? Because when we'll again go in the loop, it will again repeat the same procedure, and it will see for the next smallest number. But if you not replace this number with ff, it will again and again give you the same number. So we are replacing it, and for that we have written the subroutine. So we are calling that subroutine. 6300 is the memory location where we have written that subroutine. So this is for to remove the first smallest number by ff, right? So we are using that 621C INXD. Now we have to increment the register pair D to save the second smallest number over there. So increment D, we'll keep it ready to store the next smallest number. Then 6212. Now decrement register B, which is the first counter we are having. So first step is over. So again repeat the same procedure at 6207 memory location. That is the loop that we are having. So jump if not zero to start. So start is the label where we need to jump to the again to the beginning of that. So yeah, and then it is halt. So if all the five numbers are over, then it will stop the program. So this is for the ascending say order, and this is the main program that we are having. Just see, we have required around 21 hexadecimal. 21 means it's around 33 memory location, 33, 34 memory location address. So we have written this program for 34 lines. Just imagine, and still subroutine is yet to come. So yeah, so this is the main program that we have to load in the memory location. Now let's start for the subroutine. So this is the subroutine that we are expecting to write. This is just to replace the smallest number by the largest number, by the 1 byte or 8-bit largest number, that is FF. So just check it. We will again check the same number. Again, we are loading LXIH6600. Remember, the first byte, first memory location contains the counter over there. So we are loading with it. Now we have used M to C, moving the counter, then INXH. Again, we'll compare that. compare M, BE, and we'll be replacing that smallest number. So jump if not, jump if zero. Remember, accumulator contains the same smallest number, and then it will compare both the result of the carry flag, the zero flag will be set because both the numbers are same. As soon as it found the same number, then it will replace that number by zero. If it is not zero, then jump to the next. If it is zero, then say decrement count, and then uh, yeah, jump if not zero behind, and then we are check for completion and move a MBI AFF. So it is not written over there. It should be FF, right? Yeah, in the opcodes we have written it correctly 3EFF 77, and the last instruction is C9. That is, say, the return instruction. So this is the program for. Um, this is the subroutine for that ascending order that we have, and I just checked that MBI move A3EFF, and then again we have another instruction that is move A to M, that is 77, means the memory location should have this number again back. So now AA is the content of A is FF, and now that FF is moved in that particular memory location where the smallest number is having, right? And now return to the main program. So this is the subroutine that we have. I guess you have understood this. We'll try to load this program over there, and then we'll come back to you. So I guess you have understood that, and we'll again repeat this main. I'll just stop sharing this, and we'll be loading this program. Yes. Yeah. So I guess you have done with this. Just so yeah, we'll try to load this program again back to the microprocessor, and then we'll check it on whether it is working or not. So we are having this micro processor 8085, and we'll start to write this program from 6200. So this said substitute memory. I guess it is visible. Substitute memory. Is it visible? 6200. Anybody can unmute themselves and kindly let me know if it is visible or not.
Yes, sir, it is
6200.
visible.
Thank you. So we are loading it. 6200 is having 210066. Great. Then 6203. Kindly also keep the track of the memory location where we are loading. And then we are having 65. This is to store the mm, data to result in the memory location. So we have loaded register pair DE 6206. We are having the counter to be loaded in the register B. So the opcode is 46. Then LXI H. Now from here itself, the main program starts. So 210066. Again, we are loading. Then we have loading the counter in register C. So the instruction is 4E. 4E. 0B is having INXH, that is 2 3. Then move M to A, that is 7E. Yeah, correct. Then DCRC, that is 0D or D, and at 0E we have INXH 23. At F, compare M, B, E. Okay, this is B and this is E. Then we have 1 0, jump F carry, DA, DA memory location 1462, right? Then 1 3, M2A, that is 7E. This is the smallest number, I guess, which is to be loaded over there. And again, DCRC, that is 0B. Then the next is jump if not 0, that is C2, C2 at 15, 0E, 2. So here we need to jump. The next 1 8 we are having stacks D, that is 1 2. Then we have to call the subroutine, that is CD. It comes at 1A, right? 1 9, yes, CD 0 0 6 3 6 3. Uh, 1 9 1 9, it is having CD, CD 1A, it is having 0 0. 1B, it is having 6 3, and 1C, INX D. INX D is 1 3. Then DCRB 0 5. Yeah, DCRB 0 5. Then next 1E, jump of if not 0 to start. So it is C2 uh, 0 7, that is in the beginning, and 6 2, right? Yeah, so 6221 we are having 76. This is halt. So we'll check it one more time. Uh, Now let us go to load the subroutine. So subroutine is at 6300. Next, we have to load the memory location address, that is 210066. Move the counter to register C, that is 4E, 4E. Then INX H 2305, compare M, DE, DE, oh sorry, this is D, this is, yeah, DE. Then at 06, jump F0, CA, CA, and OD. Next is 63, right? Then 09, at 09 DCRC, that is 0D. Uh, Jump if not 0 to behind, that is G2, right? 04. Then we are having 63. Am I going right? So here up till now it is okay. 0D we are having 3E, FF, correct? Then move A to M, that is 77. And lastly we will have E9, E9, yes. So this is done with the main program. Now let us load the HL pair, the memory location 6600. So reset the data. Substitute memory 6600. We are having this as 05. This is the counter we are using. 54 5 4. Yes, this is the first number. Hold for a second. Yeah. So 54. Then we are having next EB, EB. Then we are having 85, 85. Uh, at 4 we are having 90, 9B, and we are having 9B. At 05 we are having A8, right? So this is there. Again, I will check. So at 00 we are having the counter 54, EB, 85, 9B, A8, right? So these are the numbers. Now we'll also check the address 6500, what it is having. 00, here we are expecting the results, right? So it is having FF over there. Just see it. So 0001, 02, 03, 04, 05. Yes, it is having FF, right? So we have done with this reset. Again, we'll check for one time this main program, what we have written, reset, substitute memory. We have written the main program from 6200. It is a 32 lines program, right? So remember this 210066 1100. 65, right? 46. Then we are having 210066 again 4E 23 7E OD 23 BE DAF DA 1462 7E OD, and next we are having C2 0E 62 00 18. It is having 12 CD 0063 1305 C2 076276. Great. Reset, substitute memory, and we'll check the subroutine also. Then we'll execute. Yes. Yeah. So reset, substitute memory six. Okay. Reset, substitute memory 6300. Next, 210066 4E 23 BE CA 0D 63 and 0D C2 0463 3E for FF 77 C9. Okay, finish. Reset. Now we'll execute the program. Reset. Go. Uh, the address is 6200, and yeah, this is yes, it has been executed. Now let us check we have got the ascending order or not. So we are going to use the memory location 6500 reset. So this is the first number 54, 85, 9B, A8 and E8. Right? So it is being arranged over there. I guess you have understood this. The program, I will again show it to you what we have done in this. Okay. So yeah, uh, I guess you have understood. I have only 5 minutes. I will just share my screen to you for the main program. Yeah. So this is the main program that we are having. Yeah. So this is the main program. The first page of main program. Then this is the second page of the main program. If you want, you can take a snapshot of this and just put it on your mobile phones. Sorry. So yeah, this was the second page of main program, and then we are having this is as the subroutine to replace the smallest number by FF, right? So I can show you that also. Just hold it for a second. So this is complete. This is for the subroutine. Yeah. So this is the subroutine that we have done, and yeah. So this is the program. We can check this by having what is it in the memory location 6600 So if you are able to see, this is the counter we have put over there, and now all the numbers are FF. So this is how we have replaced all the smallest number by FF. This is what I need to show you, right? So uh, yeah, so I can have this. No, I'm not able to do that. So I can have this uh, number of programs. This is for the ascending order. I guess it's over now. So thank you all for this patience listening, and I wish you all a very happy stay at your homes. Let me conclude with this. So I request you all to kindly be attentive. Hopefully, we'll be completing our last topic of this paper, that is 8255 interfacing. So again, thank you very much, and let me stop sharing my lecture, and I will take your attendance. Thank you very much. If you have any queries, just put it on our WhatsApp group, or let me share it on the comment box of my YouTube channel. I will be uploading this video also on my YouTube channel. Go through my YouTube channel and uh, if you have any queries, you can ask me on that. Thank you. Thank you very much for your patience listening and giving time to view this video and this lecture. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Stay home, stay safe, and take care. See you soon in the next lecture. Have a nice day. Bye. Good day.